Hello, welcome to our fall classes of Mentoring with Purpose. We are ready to start our classes because Yuletide 2020 is coming up. My name is Mrs. Collins, and I'm one of the teachers. Today, I will be teaching you the words that go with our theme so that you can get some understanding before you start your performances, your dance performances. The theme is Hope for the Holidays. Now, the first part of this class is for my young students. We're going to take a look at the word hope and holidays. Right now, we're going to take a look at the word hope. Now, since this is our young ones, we want to be sure that you know your letters of the alphabet, and then you'll recognize the word. So the word that we're going to start with is hope. The letters are H, O, P, E. That's the word hope. Now, there's some holidays that are coming up. Two main ones that I know you'll think of. Let's start with the first holiday that's coming up, and it begins with the letter T. T is not up there, but if you know your letters, it's next month. It happens in November. What holiday am I thinking of? Thanksgiving, that's right. Now there's another holiday coming up the next month. That holiday is in December. That letter that begins that holiday is C, but it's not up there either, not in the word hope. What holiday is that? Christmas, that's right, Christmas. Now we can go on with our word from the theme. The word is hope. Now, if you take a dictionary and start looking up definitions, if you can't read the definitions, you still won't understand. But I bet that you already know what hope is because you do it all the time. It's not anything that we reach out and touch. That's not hope. Hope is something we think about in our minds, something we wish for, something we want to happen, and we just know that if we keep on wishing for it, it is going to happen or we are going to get it. So by now, you probably already understand what the word hope means. Now, hope has 4 letters. So let's really do a little activity so we can really understand hope. Let's take each letter of the word hope. Thinking about our holidays, let's start with Thanksgiving first. So the H in Thanksgiving is those things that we hope that we get. So take a moment and think of some things in Thanksgiving that you hope will happen. Okay, I'm going to leave you with some examples because this is going to be part of your homework. So for Thanksgiving, we hope that we have a house so we can sit down to eat our dinner. Okay, now we're going to leave the H there. The next letter in hope is O. Now that's a hard one to think about. And so you may have to wait until the next time you see me to come up with an O. I didn't think of anything yet, so that's going to be the one you have to think of all week. The next letter in hope is P. Thinking about Thanksgiving, what happens in Thanksgiving that begins with the letter P that maybe you hope you get to taste when you eat? Now, it can be a picture of a thing that happens even this year that you see. Okay, that's enough hints. I know you've guessed by now. Pumpkin. Now, let's go to the letter E. Now, for Thanksgiving, what do you hope happens in Thanksgiving that begins with the letter E? Think about it a minute. When you sit down to eat dinner, don't you hope everyone is there? All the family members? Don't you hope that every one of your food items that you wanted are going to be on the table? So there's our word hope. And there's a good understanding for the word hope. Now, back to what your homework is going to be. And if we were in class together, you'd each have a piece of paper. Actually, you'd have 4 pieces of paper because we want each letter to be on the paper. So you have 4 pieces of paper. On the first piece, you put an H, the second piece an O, the next piece a P, and the next piece an E. All right, you take your H paper, the paper that has the H on it first. And I want you to think of all the things you can hope for that begin with the letter H. Now, I know the word hope, I told you, was not a thing, but the things that you can hope for that start with the letter H. Now, they can either be things for Thanksgiving, things for Christmas, since we're talking about the holidays, or things right now that's happening in your life. They have to begin with the letter H. If you don't know the name of them, see if you can draw a picture of them. That's for our young readers, our young learners. We're going to do that on each piece of paper. The H is things begin with the H. The O is things that begin with the O. The P is things that begin with the P. And the E paper is things that begin with the E. Things that you hope you get or have for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Or if you don't have any hopes for that, and that's a horrible thing not to have any hopes, then you have to come up with some things right now that are happening that you hope that you have. Now for my older students, let's say 4th grade on up, I need for your homework to be the word hope. No dictionaries, please. Come up with a good definition for the word hope. And then I need an essay or a short story of something that you hoped for, that you did get, or you didn't get. Because hopes don't always come true. We just hope that they do, and we expect them to. So now for my older students, 2 things. You get a piece of lined paper, and I need a good definition for the word hope that you did not get out of the dictionary. We don't want it out of the dictionary. We want it in your own words. And then turn your paper on the back and give me a good story, an essay of what the word hope means to you, or something that you wanted to do, that you hoped for, that you got, and you really were glad that you got it. And that's our first lesson for hope. Our first lesson for the word hope. We'll look at another lesson for the word holiday the next time we meet. Don't forget, hope for the holidays. Our Yuletide classes are centered around that this time.